All right, guys. So I told you before you went on your little jog, we're going to work on transition today, and there was some uncertainty about transition. Did anybody have any epiphanies any bright ideas while you were on your jog about transition? Think about how you use that word in other settings.
The way you like move and shift in the field.
Yes. Okay. It's very much related to the movement on the field. Any other ideas?
Moving up the field. When the ball moves, where you should be.
Okay. This is all related to ball movement and player movement. What we're looking for specifically is the change between offense and defense. That's transition. So when we lose the ball, that's called a negative transition. And when we win the ball, it's called a positive transition. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
The doggies are attacking.
We'll be okay. So all the games we're going to play today are based on transitions, and we're going to basically just be playing games the whole time. I'll let you play. I'll explain the rules. I'll let you play. We'll come back. We'll talk about it a little bit. I'll let you play, and we'll see if hopefully you get better at the activity as we go through each activity. Finally, at the end of the practice, we're going to play a game of soccer, and you're going to try to apply what we worked on in a game of soccer. Okay? That's how we're going to do it. Questions or comments at this point? Okay, so has everybody here played Keep Away? Okay, the first game we're going to play is Keep Away, but with a little variation. So come to the edges of your squares here so you can hear me while he grabs our pennies. So there'll be 6 guys in a square, but it's teams of 2. So you're going to be with one other person. You can take a quick second and get your partner. Okay, everybody got their partners now? Extras will get you in as a neutral on the outside in just a second. Okay, once we explain the rules, it'll be easier to incorporate you. One of the teams will be on defense at any given time. So we're just talking about this square for now. It's going to be exactly the same there. One team will be on defense. That means the other 2 teams are working together, right? Okay. If the ball goes out of the square, or the defensive team steals it, they become one of the offensive teams, and the team that lost it or kicked it out of bounds becomes the defensive team. So you're constantly changing who you're playing with and who you're playing against.
So it's team keep away?
It's basically team keep away. But you're working with one of the other teams against the third team, okay? So it's not the same as one team of 4 and one team of 2. It's 3 teams of 2. You're going back and forth between offense and defense. How does this apply to what we were just talking about? Yeah, we're transitioning between them, right? Okay. So I need 2 yellows and 2 reds. Okay, guys, if you understand the rules, go ahead and get started. Let's play. I'm John. Thanks for letting me do this. Appreciate you. So it's 2v2v2, and it's 4 of them are trying to keep the ball away from 2 at a time. Got that? Okay. So you can kind of try to, and he's just a neutral. Yeah, just the one extra. Yeah. No, but you're going to be on the outside moving around. Yeah, so after you lose the ball, you become the defense. So now, green's defenders. So now yellow would be defenders. It's out of the square. So now yellow would be defenders. We want to let them struggle with it a little bit, figure it out, and let them fit. And hopefully they'll start to figure it out, and then we can chat with them about how to make it. This should look pretty chaotic right at first. Okay, so he's out of the square. So he's the neutral. So yeah, he's the neutral. So that was totally allowed, and you defenders, you got to stay in the square. No, everyone except the neutral needs to stay in the square. Good question. It's still alive. It's still alive. They didn't get it. No, because they're out of the square. So, yeah, the neutral's staying out of the square. Yeah, so essentially that just gives them the ability to play you safe, right? Have you ever heard the word outlet? An outlet pass? The outlet pass is when you're under pressure, you know, like an outlet you plug your pin into, energy comes out. When somebody's in a bunch of danger, the outlet is the person that they can pass to get out of trouble. That's basically what you are here, okay? I think first pass is free is a pretty good rule. Okay, hold the balls for just a second, guys. Hold the balls for just a second, please. Face me. Mouth still. Raise your hand if you do not understand the game. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to turn it up a notch, and I'm going to have a timer going, and every time I yell time, the team that doesn't have the ball has to do a burpee. Does everybody know what a burpee is? Okay, jumping jack into a push-up. Okay, so you probably want to have the ball when I yell time, right?
Yeah.
So if you're on defense, do you want to just let them pass it around you? What do you want to do? Get it from fast? Like as fast as possible, right? Because you don't know when I'm going to call it. It's kind of like hot potato, but the opposite of that, right? Okay, if you're ready, you can get started. Yes. Yes. Yep. So don't be the team that's defending. Yep. Ready, set, play. Yes. Yes. If the defense kicks it out, you're still on defense. Because it would be the other team's ball, right? Yeah. So you either got to make them kick it out like that, or you got to steal the ball. Good question. Freeze! Defenders, do a burpee. New team, play defense. New team into defense. And get started when you're ready. What's that? That's okay. Switch. Bad luck. Switch them out. New team. Would you mind just bringing all the balls around the square here so that they, or we can have, yeah, we can have the sections do that. I don't know their names. I just, so they don't have to chase the balls. We can just have a few of the spare balls right around they'll probably only need a couple. They're not booting them away. And time! Quick burpee, new team in the middle, and we start playing. Quick, quick, quick. Playing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Time! Neutrals, pick one player and switch with them. The neutral, pick one player and swap. We got a new neutral. And play. can use the terminology. I'll tell them this in one of our breakdowns, the positive and negative. As a team, when the team loses the ball, everybody can yell negative or some other word that you come up with because that might have negative connotations if you got sensitive kids or parents. Some word to mentally cue everybody. Now we're switching to defense. Yeah, I know. That's why I added that. And parents might not understand when we say negative what we mean, and then so you might just say something like defense. Some vocal cue to get everybody into that mentality, and then same thing when we get back into the attack and that idea of quick transition into whatever new, whether we're switching back to offense or defense, we're doing it quickly and as one, and that call out can help with that mental switch and just the group awareness of the whole thing. Time! Yes! We're going to play for about 3 more minutes and then we'll chat. When you're ready, go ahead and get started again. I love how you're keeping the space over here. Could you move a little side to side to help make it a little easier for your teammates to pass the ball now that you're in the space? Time! Do your exercise, switch, and play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. He kicked it out, so it would be out. That's fine. Yells on D. But now you can get ready, right, to beat him. Yeah, let's put a 2 or 3 touch limit on there, okay? Yeah, let's say 3. Time! As soon as you're ready, start playing. It was lined up exactly where it's supposed to be, guys. It's in a straight line, I assure you. This is a straight line, I promise you. I laid it out. It's not diagonal. It's very straight. The longer you guys stand there, the less you get to play. That's all I'm saying. And time! Okay, everybody leave the balls. Come to me, please. Light jog to me, please.